What up? What up? What up? What up? What's cracking with everybody?
What's good in the hood, man? Shout out to everyone that's in here or everyone that's coming in.
Hey, who used to say that? What's goody in the hoodie?
Hoodie from the hood?
No, it was somebody else. It just popped in my head. I can't remember what somebody used to say that.
Probably fucking the wood. What was his name? What's his name from Bakersfield?
Oh no, it wasn't him. I could. Hey, shout out to him. I couldn't really watch him. That watch used to give me lightweight anxiety, Holmes. The way he would.
What about when he played the guitar? He'd be going crazy, huh?
Hey, what's up? What's up? Nah, cheers, big dog. Cheers.
Hey, remember that fool used to go snarf, snarf?
Yeah. He's
the trip, huh?
Shout out to Baker. Shout out to everybody that's coming
in.
Yeah,
man, that dude was cool. I like him. What's up, Mike? What's up, Hector? What's up, Kalos? What's up, Piton? Zub, Blanco. What's happening with it, man? What's goody from the hoodie? I forget.
Tuning in from Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. What's up, Rum Block?
Sounds like someone would say, though. What's goody from the hoodie, brother? Rum Block. What's happening, Manny Lopez? Hey, Gracie. How you doing?
Tonight's no music, guys. Tonight's no music. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk about Thumps from Sacramento, right?
Yeah, from Sacramento, man.
He's part of the Paperwork podcast now.
I don't know if he's on there
recurring guest
frequently, but he's one of those guests that comes back. But I don't think he's really that's his podcast. I know he's always there. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's right, Mike. But he was on there though.
Brooklyn, USA. What's cracking?
Did the Hulkster OD or natural? I don't know, man. I know he was on a lot of pain medication because, due to his surgeries. He had several surgeries, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, 4-way Rags?
All right. How many people we got in here? We ready to go or what?
122. Yeah, we got 122 people.
We got enough. So, we just Gunner told me about it right before the live, and I said, let's make that the topic. So those of you guys that saw it before, the media, the news media, the social media is just crazy, man. So what was it, like a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe even sooner, who knows, who cares, right? Thumps from Sacramento was somebody filmed him. Of course, everybody has a camera and everybody wants to film everything now, right?
Yes.
They filmed him slapping the dog shit out of somebody, and immediately they made it that he slapped the Southsider. Now, Gunner and I both talked, and we both immediately said that ain't no Southsider, right? Mm-mm. But it was out there, and I'm gonna give him props, man. He's still a youngster. He could have rode that, I slapped the Southsider, and he didn't. He told the truth. He said, man, the social media is crazy. It was a damn law, but the Vato bought a beer.
Mm-hmm. Thump's drinking a beer, yeah.
Perfect example. People worrying about what other grown-ass men are drinking, and this dude got slapped out. His teeth damn near slapped out his head.
So Thumps went on the No Paperwork podcast, and BFD asked him, hey, because I guess with everything that's been going on lately, it's one thing after another. You guys know how social media is. It moves fast, right? They never really got a chance to address it or to ask, Thumps about it since the last time they talked. So we asked him, what happened, bro? Was it? And he said straight up, he said, yeah, he goes, look, bro, I was at a homie's house. I went to go grab a tall can at the store. I come out the store, I crack it. I'm right there. I'm sipping. He goes, dude walks out, kind of looking at Thumps hard. And Thumps was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You homie or what? You looking at me crazy? And the dude was like, nah, but I ain't no bitch either. So Thumps slapped the taste out of his mouth to see if he was or not, right? Wasn't no north and south shit. Wasn't no gang banging. It was, but a man was looking at him.
But he told him something about drinking.
Yeah. The man fucking was like, you're drinking in public. Like basically, like Thumps was violating the law or something for being out there the way he was and drinking or whatever. And Thumps was like, that dude was asking for what he got. And, Thumps could have easily, like Dub says, rode that wave and let people believe that he's out there, just slapping any gang members he sees. But That's not the case. That's not to say he wouldn't do nothing or someone wouldn't do nothing to him, because
no. Yeah, we're not saying that.
And a liquor store, a gas station, a taco truck, those places are notorious for running into people. Tattoo shops, barber shops, places people go all the time. That's where you run into people. Supermarkets, anywhere in California. But it wasn't no gang member, wasn't nothing like that. It was just a regular ass cat who got a little lippy. And he could have easily said, "Nah, bro, I ain't know nothing," and just kept it pushing, and Thumps would have probably just sipped and walked off. But that dude had to say, "But I ain't no bitch, though."
Yeah.
And the YA baby mentality, the prisoner, the gang member mentality, is when someone says that, Dubs, they're testing you, basically. But I ain't no bitch. So what are you saying, that I am? If I don't do something? So it's basically like that dude got slapped for it. But the good thing about the situation, not that he slapped the dude in public, the good thing about the situation is he's not no sucker man where he's gonna claim the fame. But there was a lot of Northerners and a lot of Southerners that ran to the internet on both sides, because the big narrative on the Northern side was, oh, the homie slapped the South Sider, this, and that. And then the narrative on the other side was, that dude ain't no South Sider. They were right. He wasn't. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that Thumpz cleared it up, because that shows his character. His character is, he keeps it real, man.
Yeah, I gotta give him that. I was glad to hear that
he keeps it real.
I was glad he cleared that up, man, because you gotta respect that. Because like we keep saying, he could have been like, fuck it, let him think that.
Yeah, definitely.
But he didn't want no false narratives on his resume, I guess. Right? Cool. And since we're speaking on him, none of this is planned. We're freestyling. We're gonna give you guys a solid 30. But something else that didn't come to fruition, I don't think it ever would have, but the supposedly Thumps and Compa Raider getting down. Yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad that it was, that was spoken about, and then it's now over. I don't think there was ever any serious
situation.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah.
What do you gain out of that? Besides maybe a little bit of money if it could be put together, but at the end of the day, that money's not going to go to you. That money's going to go to someone else. Believe that, right?
Well, not just that. It's not just that. It's this. This is a thing that a lot of people forget. When you're in a crowd of people, right? Like, let's say me and you go somewhere, right? And I invite some people, and you invite some people, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. You know what I'm thinking. Yeah. You don't know what somebody that came with somebody that I invited might be thinking. Exactly. And all it takes is one dude from one side to set it off, and you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers going to jail.
Yes. Or someone maybe possibly getting hurt bad.
Yeah. And I know if something like that were to be sanctioned, it would legitimately be sanctioned by the right people, to where people
and it'd be held, and both sides would be held accountable for but even then, professionally. Yeah.
Even then, it's somebody. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. When I was in New Folsom, they had a boxing team. Folsom and Old Folsom and New Folsom had boxing for a long, long time, right? And you would see a Southsider and a Crip, or a Southsider and a Blood, or a Blood and a Crip in that ring together, And I remember one time, check this out. I remember one time there was a scheduled boxing thing, because they would set up to where dudes, like everybody on the yard would watch. Well, a lot of people on the yard would watch. Sometimes it would bring dudes from C facility to fight dudes on B facility. And there was this one black dude, man. This dude had hands. And he was fighting a homie from White Fence. He was way better than the homie, but he wouldn't hit him. Yeah. And Southerners were telling the black dude, like, hey, it's all good, man. Fight. You guys are in the ring. It's not going to spill out of the ring. And he's like, nah, I'm not. He said, I'm not taking that chance. And so he lost his match. He should, like, what it was is the homie from White Fence, he was a little arrogant, so it was like the homies were like, yeah, he's gonna lose this one. And then when he didn't, it was like, what the fuck, eh?
Yeah. No, but I get it because people know, man, that all it takes is one person to feel disrespected, one person to feel some type of way, and then they press an issue and push an issue, and it just gets ugly, man. That's like, I said it a long time ago. 48 Rags just said it right now too. I don't believe, and this is honestly the truth, I don't believe. And from past history, Dubs, and stories, that on the northern side, man, it's a little different. They don't like to play, right? I'm very surprised, even with the hostilities, that they participated. Seriously, right? and it took years and years and years, I'm sure, to get him on that page. But I don't see them saying, yeah, that's cool to fight like that. I don't see that, especially something sanctioned like that, because the loser loses big, really does. Because people are gonna say, "Oh man, they're gonna make it into something like, oh, you're fighting for everybody. All that pressure and all that weight's on your shoulders. You better win, motherfucker, right? You know what I mean?" And so I don't think they would want to take that chance. I'm not saying Thumpz would lose. I would pick Thumpz in a fight because of his stamina and I don't know his fighting style, but Compa Raider's wild
no. Comparator's bigger than him, but I'm under the understanding that Thumpz actually has training.
Yeah, he has a new thing called boxing with Thumpz. Right?
No, I don't know. So I don't know if I heard somewhere along the line that he does some kind. I don't know if it was MMA or what. So if you have somebody that actually has training and you don't have training, and who knows, maybe Compa Raider has. I don't know.
Yeah.
But real quick, Gabriel says, Dubs, who was the guy you told stories that boxed and took his picture? Hey, when I did the interview with the homie Daniel, if you guys didn't see it, the good interview with the homie Daniel, he did 29 years. He was there when it happened. And I also told another story about that dude, the boxer. Out of nowhere, he got a tattoo on his lower back. Soy él, and it was his name in his barrio. Loved by few, hated by many, respected by all. That's what he tattooed on him, on his back, right?
Yeah.
Daniel was a bully, like not like punking dudes, but he was one of them. He's big dude and he's serious. And I remember when this idiot, the boxer, when he came out and he was proud of that tattoo, had his shirt off and he sat down at the table. And I remember I was going to ask Daniel on that interview about that. Daniel looked at it and he's reading it. And like he put his finger on his rib, like move over a little bit. Let me see that, like to let him know I'm looking at your tattoo. And he read it. I'm reading it, right? And he looked up. Daniel looked him straight in his eyes. He goes, "We'll see." 1996, when the riot happened between the Southerners and the blacks, Davato grabbed the Bible. The boxer. He wasn't no Christian. And he wasn't respected by anybody.
Daniel knew.
Seen it in him, but Daniel was like, "We'll see."
We'll see. Daniel's a cold character back in the days, huh?
He was. If I do another interview with him, I'll bring him.
Those are the type of homies, Dubs, that are like, you just know, like, hey, he does it. Joanna. Hey, Miss Joanna. Freeway, what's up? It's been a minute, man. How you doing? Joanna?
The assassin. Yeah, no, but
I got you.
Yeah, that's
they're saying Compa Raider has a
big dog.
They're saying Compa Raider has a jiu-jitsu. He does jiu-jitsu.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Hey, look,
like I said, a boxing match.
Yeah, it doesn't. But still, it would be something, man. Besides all the gang shit and all that, all that. You just never know. They're both younger, so I think Thumpz is younger than Compa Raider.
I think so too.
But they're still young enough gentlemen to still be enthusiastic in the ring. Then you got old men like us that I get tired watching fights. Hey, Benavidez threw so much punches in the last fight. I was exhausted. I needed water.
Yeah, I went to sleep. Hey,
put it like this. Benavidez threw so many punches in his last fight. I had to grab a water bottle between each round. I needed water. I was like,
what's up, big dog?
You feel me, man? We're old school, bro. Hey, you know how many times I have to reach down on my recliner just to pull that motherfucker up? I'm so lazy. I don't even like to kick my legs up. It takes too much energy. Sometimes I just leave my legs down because kicking that motherfucker up just leaves too much. It just takes too much energy. Compa Raider pinned Palabra Chapa in the friendly MMA fight. Oh, did he?
I don't think they should do it. I don't.
No, I don't think it's. Well, Compa Raider already killed that. He already said, nah, it was just in the spur of the moment. Compa Raider's very enthusiastic.
No. Palabra Chapa is a different content creator.
No, I know who he is.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you Lighthouse? Nah, I seen that shit, man. Or someone told I didn't see nothing, but someone told me about that. That dude's crazy. I'm not a celebrity. He's not a celebrity. We're not celebrities. There ain't no celebrity boxing matches. Stop it already, man. Just talk about your time with 19 points and leave it like that. Do you see Morel got KO'd? I seen that shit, man. I think, and there's people saying, oh, Morel's not the same since Benavidez. Morel could have won the Benavidez fight. Let's just keep it real.
That was a good fight.
That was a very good fight. Benavidez did enough to win, but it was closer than a lot of people thought. And I'm a big Benavidez fan. Morrell went in there. See, you got to understand about those Cuban fighters. They're very fucking arrogant. Very arrogant. Cuban people, shout out to my Cuban people, but there's an arrogance of them, Dubs. Coño, they're fucking arrogant, right? And he's an arrogant boxer, and he overlooked that white dude, and that white dude caught him.
Well, like I told you when we talked about it off camera, I told you, hey, when you get in the ring with when you're a professional, you get in the ring with another professional, you got to treat it like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, that guy was throwing his hands. He was hitting him with a lot of good shots. The announcer was saying, the announcer even called it and said, hey, there's no way Morrell makes it through this fight.
No. Hey, you know what? That dude, you've seen it. Hey, look, same thing happened when Teofimo fought, or was it Teofimo? Who was the one? I think it was Teo when he fought fucking that Australian.
Cambosa?
Yes, Cambosa. It was Cambosa that night. He just had that. He had him. He had his number. You know what I mean? And he cracked him and cracked him. And no matter what he did, he just cracked. And sometimes they just have your fucking number. You know, and just is what it is. Rumblock says facts. Cubans told me their Spanish is more. Yeah, I know. Look, bro, I got a couple Cuban homeboys. The arrogance, the bravado, the machismo with Cubans, it's a different level, bro. They just, you know, I'm not saying all of them are like that. There's some pretty mellow dudes, but dudes that I've ran around with or I've seen that are like that. And Morrell is like that in the boxing ring. He's very flashy. He's very fucking arrogant. And man, says what Thumps come clean about? No, Thumps put it. No, he just told the story about him slapping dude, and that dude wasn't no Southerner. Dude was nothing like that. It was just a miscommunication, and dude, you can't cuss at someone. You get slapped up.
And just, you know, for anybody that's coming in late, right? We're not playing music. This will be up. So those of you that missed anything, just make sure you watch the repeat.
Yeah, you can watch the repeat of what we said. And again, I gotta respect Thumps. I've always respected Thumps, though. You know, he's not one of those individuals that carries himself. I know about the story of his case to go to prison and how an innocent child was actually hit during the situation, right? Gangbanging, man. Unfortunately, that's why I say it's not cool. You know, there's going to be innocent victims, but he wasn't out there actively looking for a young kid to shoot and things like that. A lot of people hold that against that dude. That dude went into prison, did his time the way he did it, came out. You know, he's a gang member. He is just as dirty as everyone else is in the game with the back and forth, but you got to give a man a respect for keeping it real. He could have rolled that way. He could have said, yeah, I did that, homie. I did that. But he was like, nah, that dude wasn't a Southerner. That dude was just a regular cat. He just got lippy and he got, you know,
over another grown man having a beer.
Yes. And there's motherfuckers that will slap the dog shit out of you, man. If you that's a threat. That's not a threat, but that's a challenge when you tell someone, I ain't no bitch, though. They're like, bro, I never called you bitch. I don't think you are, bro. But what do you mean? So what you think I am? And they just went there. The tatted one, thank you so much, man.
Hey, that's right.
Thank you, brother. I'll save that for Friday, bro. Save that for Friday. Friday, I'm going to have to give me a little something. No, Cubans are amazing boxers, right?
They are good at boxing.
Very good at boxing.
Baseball,
man. Fuck. You know what? They're very good. And I think that comes from an attitude of where they're raised and where they're from. Most of them that are, you know, that came from Cuba.
Well, you You got to remember, a lot of them saw baseball as an opportunity to defect from the country.
That's what I'm saying. They work hard to get out of there. Boxing too. Sports are their way out. You know. And thank you, Realization. You know, you hear like the cliche of with people in the ghetto, not just brothers, Mexicans too. People in the ghetto want to get into sports. That's the only way out, right? They're literally from a country that's, you know, communism, and they don't have much.
They can't leave that country unless they're a professional athlete and they can get on American soil or European soil, and then they're just like, hey, I'm out.
That's literally their only way out. So they have to do whatever they have to do. Yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Shane? What's up, Corn Dog? What's up, Miss Megan? LBC Rob, no judgment here at Gunner. Judgment for what, brother? Let me see. Either get in the ring or the raft, says Cuba.
Yeah. Or in the baseball diamond.
Yeah. No, I just and I only say that because his style of boxing, great boxer. Morel's a good boxer. He'll come back. He'll come back. I think his arrogance and overlooking that dude, not doing his homework on that dude, man. Hey, anyone who's in that ring with you, they didn't just get there. Anyone could win at any given time. They had to do something. I mean, there's only one time where I seen on the internet, I think it was on YouTube or something. I seen this dude. He had no business in being in the ring in his life. It looked like they just grabbed him out of the crowd. And you know what I'm talking about? That video? That
I've seen a couple of them. I've seen a couple of them.
My, that was like they found a dude in the back, a cameraman, and was just like, "Hey, the dude didn't show up. Get in there." You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, and it's actually like a professional boxer, not like that dude that fought and he beat up Tate.
Yeah,
that YouTuber, like he couldn't fight for shit, but he's not a pro.
Yeah,
but the one you're talking about, well, I've seen a couple that were actually supposedly professional fighters, and it was like what happened? Who put this idea in that guy's head? Yeah, I mean, like he lost a bet or something and had to go pro.
But you know what? That's why you can. Hey, the tatted one, thank you so much, homie.
Thank you.
Hey, Round One Block says, "What's up, Warm Springs?" But here's the thing, right? It's just like when people they're like, "Oh man, that fool, he ain't got no chance again." Everyone got a chance. If you got an opportunity, you got a chance, right? That's like basketball players, Dubs, that are sitting on the bench. You never see them get in the on the game. The average motherfucker can't fuck with the worst player on the team. Let me tell you something. That worst player on the team was the star in his high school. You have to be super duper talented to be that 1% of the fucking NBA population. Them dudes that are sitting on that fucking bench will smash on every other motherfucker in the world. Like they're that good. They're just not great. They're still good. So there's boxers that they might not be superstars. They'll still fuck a motherfucker up though.
Hey, let's just, and nigga, I'm gonna just out of nowhere, randomly, right? What's up with that one dude? Him and LeBron are always going at it in the NBA. And did you see the seat he bought for the Laker game?
No, what happened?
He bought a seat that's right there where you shoot the free throws, the foul shots, and he's sitting right there just smiling away at LeBron, and he holds up a little tiny piece of paper and it says LeBum. And this is an NBA player that's not in the playoffs.
Wow.
He bought the ticket right there. They said that seat's probably minimum 2,500, and that fool's fucking holding up a little piece of paper that says LeBum when he's shooting his free throws.
Hey, let me tell you the difference. I went to a couple basketball games, Dubs. It's crazy. Look at
he said.
I know people say, "Oh man, I'd rather be, rather than be rich, I'd rather be just be comfortable and living." Let me tell you something about those rich people, though. Once you get Dylan Brooks, yeah. As you get your seats closer to down there, everything changes. It's like first class in a plane. Everything changes. You go from where they're bringing you Pepsis and hot dogs. They don't serve that shit down there. Down there, it's filet mignon and champagne on night. You know what I mean? It's. Let
me tell you, I've only been to 2 Laker games, and it was in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
I went with the boys club. The boys club, you know how they used to do that. Yeah. You go camping with the boys club, go to
field trip.
I went to fucking the Lakers game. We were damn near on the roof. We were so far away. People around us, the adults had binoculars, fool. Back then at halftime, this is what they used to do. So back then at halftime, they would sit like Kareem in one spot, and like they would clear out the first few rows, right? People had to back up. They would put Kareem in a spot, Magic, Coop, everybody in a different spot, and you would get in line to take a Polaroid with them, and you would get this. It was like a card. It was the Lakers symbol. It opened up. All the Lakers had signed it, right? They would slide.
Oh, that's cool.
You know who I had to take my picture with because nobody got in line for him?
Who?
Kurt Rambis.
Hey, Kurt Rambis. Hey, with these big funny ass guys.
Hey, nobody, because
he's the Hall of Famer.
It's only halftime, and see, they would go into the locker room for a certain amount of time, and then they would come out, and you could take a picture with them. Couldn't get like I'm looking at the lines for Magic, and I look.
And Kareem,
and Kurt's they're like,
yeah.
I said, fuck it.
Hey, but Kurt Rambis is a shit. Hey, Kurt Rambis, hey, he stumbled his way through that motherfucker though. AC Green, stop it. No, hey, back then, believe it or not, as good as Coop was probably the low budget guy on that team. Was Worthy, Magic, Kareem, man, Byron Scott.
No, this is the 80s. So yeah, now AC Green wasn't there yet. He got there in the 90s.
Yeah, AC Green got there. Well, he got there at the end of Showtime, the very end of Showtime. Yeah, AC Green played with Magic. He didn't play with Kareem, I don't think. He played with Magic, though. He played with Magic. He played with Coop. He played with Worthy, Byron Scott.
Yeah, I'm talking about shit. Probably.
Yeah, you're talking about the early 80s. You're talking about 83, 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about when Magic barely got there a couple years of shit. That's back when the Celtics was winning shit, and the Showtime was barely popping off. I became a Lakers fan because that's the only channel we used to get when I was young as a kid, and they used to play Showtime games every night. Every night was Lakers. Always showing the Lakers. Later on, they started showing Sacramento King games and all that, but before that was the Lakers.
Would I take LeBron or Magic?
Magic.
It's not even a question.
Magic's the only player in the NBA that ever played all 5 positions.
All 5. And could
Yeah,
start
he's the only player that good too. He was 5 positions as the superstar at every position. You know what I mean? So no one's ever been able to do that. Motherfuckers sleep on Magic. Like ever since LeBron, and LeBron's great, right? He's good. It's like people always forget Magic Johnson. How you forget Magic Johnson, bro?
Yeah,
Magic was,
it's because they're young.
Jordan before Jordan.
It's because he left in what 92 season. A lot of these people were born in 91, 92.
Yeah, Magic was different, bro. He changed the game just like Jordan changed the game. Magic changed the game. His rivalry with Larry Bird was epic. It was the best rivalry of all time. Them dudes. Hey, Raization. What's up, brother? William T. Shout out to everyone in here, man. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, nah. When it comes to sports and shit like that, it's like I said, the worst player on any team, the worst boxer is better than the average. You know, because you don't get signed by the NBA because you can't play. Unless
I don't remember that, Kara. I remember me and Kara went to school together when we were kids. Yeah. I remember when we were kids, Kara, I don't know if you remember this. Hey, check this out. Because we had never seen snow before. And they brought ice chests. And they opened them and they were like, this is snow. It was probably fucking crushed ice. And we were like, damn, we were little ass kids.
Realization, thank you, brother, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Larry Bird was the best in my opinion. I got Larry Bird as the best small forward. I believe Larry Bird was the best small forward of all time. Me, personally. My top 5, look, I'm going to keep it real.
What do you have Rodman at then?
I don't got him better than Bird because Bird was good defense and offense. Now, Rodman was bad.
Rodman was shutting Shaq down full on defense.
Yeah, no, Rodman was a bad boy, but he lost his offensive game. Thank you, Alicia. He lost his game after he left the Pistons. When he went with Madonna and turned all weird, his offensive game went away. Rodman used to have offensive game back in the days.
Oh, offense! I never cared about his offensive game, homie. When he went to the Bulls, he had one job and one job only.
But Bird, Dubs,
and did it.
Bird, any brother man that played back in the days, ask him about Bird, and they'll tell you he was a.
Oh no! He was a monster. He was a monster. I'm just
and he was arrogant and just vicious.
Yeah, it probably bad too. Hey, Brad, it probably was crushed ice. We didn't know. We had to believe.
I remember one time, Dubs. It was like 30 minutes left of school, right? And teachers are running into class. I thought it was a fire or something. Thank you, Count Macula. I thought it was a fire or something, right? Teachers are running. They're like, everybody, assembly. Go to the cafeteria, assembly, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck, right? So we get in there. We all sit down, and guess who pops out? Mr. T. Mr. T was, I don't know where he was coming from, but he was driving past the school, needed to take a piss, and decided he wanted to talk to the kids, and they went crazy for Mr. T. That motherfucker's jewelry. Everyone got to ask him questions, and I said, how long does it take to put your jewelry on? He said, about 30 minutes just to put his jewelry on. Dubs, he had a locket, like a heart locket.
Yeah.
About that big, about that fat, solid gold. Mr. T was different.
I did think Rice, JTB. Carlos says Rodman compared to Bird. Come on now. No. I'm talking about, look, if I'm building a team, I'm going to have Jordan on there for sure, right? There's the scoring. I'm gonna have Shaq on there. Probably Tim Duncan, right? I don't need Bird scoring. What I'm getting at is if I'm building a team, I want somebody that's gonna get the rebounds.
So my starting 5 is this. This is the honest to God truth. My starting 5 at center. And I'm going to give him a backup. I'm putting Shaq and then I'm putting Kareem at the backup, right? They're interchangeable. Kareem got more moves than him, but I'm putting Shaq. He's the most dominant player of all time. Jordan's my 2 guard for a facts. The big fundamental, Tim Duncan, best power forward ever lived. Period. I'm gonna put Kobe at my small forward, even though and that's because Kobe had good defense, good offense, and that killer instinct, right? And then my point guard is gonna be Curry. Period. And I'm good. At backup, I'm gonna put AI at point. Right? Even though Magic was a great point, I'm gonna put AI just because AI killer, it just does whatever you need. He'll do it all, and he can't stop him, right? Not even Jordan can stop that dude. No one can stop him. And then at small forward, my backup for small forward is gonna be Kevin Garnett. So too tall. No one can handle him.
Imagine, just think of that. If you have Jordan, Kobe, and Rodman on the same team, though, you know that those 3 defensively, those guys are
shutting everyone down.
Animals.
Hey, Pippen was just Pippen was a better defender than Kobe, though. Pippen was a better defender than Kobe.
Yeah. But Kobe built his game off of Jordan, so he's gonna play both ends of the court hard.
Hey, Sebastian, Wembanyama's good, but he's way too early in the game to talk about being one of the greatest of all time. He can break a leg and that's it for him forever. You know what I mean? We're talking about guys that were consistent for years. You know, people always overlook AI. It's crazy, man. Look at AI was like the Barry Sanders of basketball. He played for a shitty team the whole time and almost took him to the championship. Couldn't win because it was against Kobe, right? But he did the best he could. That motherfucker, AI, who could stop him? He was dropping 50, 40, 30, consistent. By himself, small, too. Kyrie was good, too. Kyrie was good, but I don't know, man. I'm a little biased. I'm thinking about guys in the 80s and 90s, and it's hard to compete with that era. I understand these guys are good. Is LeBron in your starting 5? No. He ain't in my starting 20.
Yeah, he's
too selfish. He's too selfish, and LeBron is not clutch
at all.
Yeah, he's not clutch.
What's up, Arturo?
You get Jordan and Kobe on a team, they ain't losing. They will their fucking team to win. They're willing to take all the pressure. And Curry could possibly be Curry is in discussion for the greatest player of all time at this point. Curry's a bad motherfucker, man. It's a bad boy.
Pure shooting, yeah.
Yeah, his defense ain't the greatest because he's small, but his shooting.
It's not only that. It's he's not going to be able to get around the paint and have any moves that I mean.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't play the big man, but what he does is he draws the team out.
When you look at what Jordan can do, he could hit threes. He can hit from anywhere. He can get in the paint, dunk on the big men. Kobe could do that. Curry can't do that.
Here's the thing though about Curry, right? Can't guard him. He's a speed demon. He's too fast. But one thing that he does for your team, Dubs, he got to be double team. He draws everyone out away from the rim, and man, the interior players tear it up.
Yeah,
tear it up.
DV Demon, you got to understand, we're building our own teams, and we're talking about where we're going to put players on that team. So for me, I'm not
talking about the greatest. We're not talking about the greatest players, top 5. We're talking about just building a team. You know, and Draymond Green is the Timu version of Rodman. Actually, you know who I'd rather have than Draymond Green? Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was a bad.
Wallace was a beast.
He was a beast.
I'm glad. Talk to. I'm glad nobody's mentioning Karl Malone. I can't.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
Hey, baby. He was
a weirdo.
Hey, baby. Yeah.
He was doing bad things to little girls. He's not good. But people always sleep on Sheed, right? He holds the record for technical fouls. Draymond couldn't fuck with no Sheed. Sheed could do it inside, outside, rebound. He was just aggressive, punk motherfuckers. He was just once they started tripping on him, the refs, it was over. They ruined his career. But Sheed was bad. Sheed got him a ring. He went to Detroit and got him a ring. Remember? Sheed was bad, man. Jekyll's is Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and Wilt Chamberlain. Jekyll's top 5. Van Exel is in there. Van Exel.
Damn, he has LeBron in there? Van Exel.
Yeah, Macula. Gracias, man. Appreciate that, man. I just wanted to see the 76ers get swept. This year was awesome.
That's funny.
What about Allen Iverson? I said AI. I said AI gets slept on all the time, bro. AI was Curry before Curry was Curry.
Hey, that's right, DJ.
AI played against Kobe. He played against Jordan. He played against Garnett, Paul Pierce. He played against a lot of heavy hitters, bro. So AI gets lost in the shuffle, but couldn't no one guard him? Couldn't nobody guard AI? He did whatever he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. Consistently through his whole career.
Well, there's another player that nobody ever mentions who was a hell of a point guard on a fucking horrible team, White Chocolate.
Oh, man, Jason Williams was bad.
That fucking dude was good, man. And I was in New Folsom watching those years when he was playing with Mitch Richmond, Odin Polynice, and all them.
Yes. And he was with Mitch Richmond, Odin Polynice, and then when they did the big trade, man, they brought in Brian Grant and they brought in Bobby Jack, and they were good. But one thing, you know what? The Kings were hella good. They didn't lose a beat though. They got rid of White Chocolate and they brought in Mike Bibby. And they got a little bit more offense. Because one thing about White Chocolate was he was good. His offensive wasn't great. He was the best passer. He was defense. He had heart, but he just wasn't really good. But when they bought Bibby in, Bibby was the shit. Bibby could do it all. His passing wasn't as pretty and all that crazy shit, but he could pass. He was an all-around solid point guard. Facts.
Yeah.
Mike Bibby. Bobby Jack was the sixth man of the year every year.
Gritty Film says early 2000 Kings were dope. Let me tell you something. I hit New Folsom 95, February of 1995. Let me tell you something. The Kings couldn't even buy a fan. Then all of a sudden, when they got good in the early 2000s, all the newscasters had purple ties on and purple fucking lapel things, and I was like,
same thing happened with the Kansas City Chiefs. Same thing happened with the Patriots. It happens when a dynasty starts forming or good, the team gets good, everyone all of a sudden act like they've been a fan forever. You know that. Tell me, in the 80s, 90s, where were the KC fans at? Come on now.
Yeah, I know. Hey, unfortunately for that good Kings team, they were running into Shaq and Kobe every year.
That was the problem. Hey, there was a lot of good teams that ran into Michael Jordan and Pippen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Hakeem Olajuwon, as great as he is and as great as that team is, they only got 2 rings because Jordan retired for 2 years.
Yeah. Jordan would have won 8 in a row. He would have won 8 in a row.
Yeah, they would have won 8 in a row. And that's the truth. When they got out of the way, that allowed Hakeem and the Dream and all them. That was, man, they went on a nice run.
Those 2 years that Jordan was gone, well, he actually came back on the second one and lost to the Orlando Magic to Shaq. But he wasn't game ready yet. He wasn't playoff ready. But even in those 2 years that he was missing, the Bulls still made the playoffs.
Yeah, they were that because Pippen could carry a team by himself. He was that good. Let me tell you guys something right now. The player that's always gets slept on, but for the Kings, but he was the man. Without him, they wouldn't even made it as far as they did. Was Doug Christie? His defense was. He's the only one that could kind of guard Kobe. Him and John Dumars.
Remember when they were going to fight? Wasn't Doug Christie and
he knocked out Rick Fox's tooth.
Oh, that's right. That was.
So he was fucking with. He used to fuck with Tyra Banks, and Rick Fox used to fuck with Tyra Banks. And they got into it in the playoffs, and they fought in the tunnel. Remember? Or he hit him and knocked his tooth out, and then they all ran to the tunnel and got off. Remember?
Tyra Banks was pretty good looking. That forehead was outrageous.
Yeah, it was outrageous. But she was
when she got thick. When she was skinny, it was like.
Oh no, excuse me. No, she wasn't fucking. She was fucking with Chris Webber. So she would never fuck with Doug Christie. He was married. I forget, but she was fucking with Chris Webber. And then she was fucking with Rick Fox. And Bonzi Wills was dope too. Stojakovic, man, he was a shooter.
I did, Mikey. Yeah, we had traded some DMs.
No, and Kiko is a real Kansas City Chief fan. I can say that. She's been solid like that for years, so I give her that. But I'm just saying for the majority of people, you notice like okay, when you got like the Raiders, the Cowboys, the Lakers, the Bulls, teams like that, they stay with the consistent fan base. The Packers, consistent fan bases. But you got teams that are like, man, wasn't no motherfucker. If you weren't from Boston, wasn't no Patriot fans, bro, in the 80s and 90s. Stop it. If you don't stop it, there would not one, 0. Reggie Miller was good. Alfred, he was a little cocky motherfucker, man. But Reggie, man, I felt bad for Reggie because he came close a gang of times. He just never could get over Shaq and Kobe. Shaq and Kobe killed everyone's vibe.
No, but the Bulls too. The Bulls would fuck him up.
They hurt him too. Thank you, Darryl Hall.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that, though, Daryl.
The dream team in the Olympics forgot. Yeah, nobody had a chance. Oh, man, that was the greatest team ever created. The dream team. That team right there was phenomenal, bro.
I believe it was 92.
That's another player.
No. 96, I think, right? That team they're talking about.
What, the dream team? 92. The 92 dream team.
Was it 92?
93. Yeah. Oh, yeah. With Magic, Jordan, Bird, everybody but Isaiah. Isaiah didn't get on the team. That was cool. Christian Laettner was on that team because he was a rookie. They always got to have one rookie. Mm-hmm. John Stockton. Scottie Pippen was good. He was a great defender. He was a carbon copy of Jordan before Kobe came. Scottie was good, man. That was Robin. You know, Batman and Robin. Scottie, man, but Scottie played. When the thing with Scottie was you could take Jordan out for a minute or two, and Scottie would keep it going.
Well, not only that, you had Jordan, you had Pippen, you had Ron Harper, and what one thing Phil Jackson said is they all had long arms and they were clogging the lanes. They always had their hands in the lanes.
Who coach? And that was that team was built around long. They were all long players all the time. They were all long players, and that team never needed a center. They needed a center just to get fouls. Luke Longley, Bill Wennington. Before
the Bulls went on their run, that was like a myth that got exploded by the Bulls. They said no NBA team that doesn't have a good center, they'll never win a championship. They never had a good center. Not once.
After Craig Hodges, they had Bill Wennington and Luke Longley. I mean, two dudes.
Before that, it was the old man, Carrington. Bill Carrington.
Yeah, Carrington.
Something like that. Yeah, some Carrington.
Or was it Cartwright? Or no, it was Cartwright.
Cartwright.
It was Cartwright. Yeah, Bill Cartwright. Yeah, and then that was it. Jason said, "Shut your ass up!" Just yelling out names that you remember. No, for real. Yeah. Doug said it was Carrington. Man, they had Carrington. Motherfucker, this ain't the WNBA.
Hey, I'm getting old. I'm starting to forget shit. I better start.
He's recording more videos. Going to put 100 on it. I bet you 100 it was Carrington. All right. Daryl Hall said the ladies call me a long player. He said, bro, I give up on basketball after Luka. Luka's a bad motherfucker, bro. Look, we just come from an era, man. We enjoyed great basketball. Nowadays, I'm not going to say these players aren't good. They are very good, right? But you know what? Now, when I think about my Theos and all that, when they used to talk about sports, they talk about Dr. J and they talked about all the. I understand now. I understand, right? But come on now, man. We came from an era that gave you Jordan, gave you Kobe, gave you Shaq.
We came from the era of the best sport, period.
Yeah, come on, man. Football, gave you Joe Montana.
Boxing, like everything. Best era.
Yes, gave you Tyson, gave you Sugar Ray Leonard, gave you, I mean, come on, man. Like back in them days, you could say, okay, we had Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. Okay, we had Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns, Hagler. Everybody.
If you guys go back and watch NFL games from the 80s, you see people pick up quarterbacks and slam them on their head. It's not even a flag. Get your ass
LT used to destroy people.
Huddle up. You see in the NBA, you see that one game where fucking Pippen had a big ass knot on his head. That wasn't a flagrant. Get up. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, LeBron is flopping when there's nobody near him, Holmes.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the GOAT of this generation.
All he's doing at this point, Dubs, is trying to stay alive and pad stats. That's all he's trying to do at this point.
That's it.
He's trying to keep that scoring out of the way because he's trying to make it unreachable. But there's dudes already in the NBA right now, like that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that guy like that are already on pace to pass him. And they're fucking their first, second year. You know what I mean? They're that fucking good.
Yeah, but one thing that always fucks everybody up is injuries. You can start off hot.
He's been very durable.
Yeah.
He's been very durable.
Homie,
but it's not hard to stay durable in an era when no one could touch you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, but look, not only that, look. Where'd it go? Yeah, Alzado. Look at Brad says, hell yeah, football was no joke back in the homie. Remember when we were kids, we were playing tackle football in the middle of the street.
Yes, they can't even do that in the NFL.
Hey. No, I know, but I'm just saying we were in the like everybody was different back then.
Yes,
we were having fucking rock fights.
Yes, BB gun fights and shit.
BB gun fights.
Hey, Danny Berry Sports Highlights. What's happening?
Call of Duty from the age of fucking 3 to fucking 59.
Hey, motherfuckers
I'm on the late end.
Motherfuckers was playing Smear the Whack 100, remember? But the other word.
One dude and there's 10 vatos trying to tackle you.
Hey, man, that shit. Hey, yeah, you better be.
Yeah, you went there. What did Whack do? How did he catch a stray in this?
Well, smear the, you know.
I know it, but let's not get in trouble. Bottle rocket fights with the neighbors at fucking 4th of July. Yes, it's different.
Hey, remember wiffle ball bats? Man, you ever been hit with those motherfuckers? They hurt. Shit. That long can't even do a regular job for that long. What's up, 2A Dave? No, but you know what? Yeah, every sport was a little bit more violent. And look, I understand that they had to shut things down because of injuries and because CTE and all that shit that was happening to people. But I mean, it's apples to oranges. You can't compare the two even in the same sport because these dudes were playing a violent game, and nowadays, motherfuckers, it's soft. So LeBron, it's easier for him to get 30 or 40 a night when no one could touch him. Jordan was getting 30, 40 a night, and they was clotheslining him.
Yes. Yeah.
You know.
And back then, bloody knuckles. Remember that?
Yeah.
What about when the one where they put their arms together and you drop a cigarette in the crack of the two arms and see who pulls away first? All kinds of stupid.
Oh no, that was Southern California shit. We never did. We never did that. We never did that shit. Fuck that. They did the Soul Gang. That was their thing. That was their thing. We never burn each other with cigarettes. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Hey, what about pencil pop though? Motherfuckers hit your hand. Pop. Hot hand, says Andrew Salazar. Yeah, I'm cool with that, man. Remember making pea shooters, says Kara?
Yeah, see? Look. Where'd he go? Oh, pea
Shane
shooter.
said, yeah, we did the cigarette chicken shit.
Same. I got a scar on my arm from it still.
Yeah, fuck that. What about when the homies would break out the knife, talking about, put your hand out, let's do that. I said, nah, bro, why? You didn't stab me. It's not even, bro, you can't even spell. How are you gonna have a knife?
Cali Life 805, he got it too.
What did I say? Everyone that said something is all from something. I'm telling you, man, we were up north, we were like, nah, we ain't burning no shit. We ain't doing this.
Wait a minute. Look at Zane. Who the fuck? I bet you never played fire tag, Dubs. Run around with a lighter and a can of Raid.
And the first one is second degree burns loses. Yeah, fuck that. That's a game I'll be the water guy on the side. I'll be the one turning them out. Dump water on them. Fuck that. When you're on fire, I'm cool.
Different eras, Holmes. Different eras.
Oh yeah, run block, hit for hit, punches to the upper arm. No one quits. Yeah, hit for hit. Hey, play chess.
What about that? Oh, you know what? When I was in Boston, this phase, this trend, this fad broke out, right? Homies be right there on the yard kicking it, and other homies would come and give them a Charlie horse in their leg to try to drop them. And it became a thing. Everybody trying to drop everybody with Charlie horses.
Fuck that one.
That wasn't fun. I used to hit the homie with both hands at the same time, so their legs would buckle.
And what about with the Levas? Motherfuckers used to just walk up to him and hit him. Just do bad shit to him. That was unfortunate, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, there was this one dude.
No, I would never enter the slap contest.
I'm in Carl Holton, Dubs, and in Carl Holton, the way it was it was a long dorm, right? And it was split by a wall that A side, B side. And they would shut the door and you're either on one side or the other. It was what it was. And then there was the latrine area. So if you went to the latrine, you could easily walk to the other side. But anyways, there was two ramps, a ramp that went up this way, a ramp that went up that way with the railing. And that was the cells. They had, I think, 6 or 7 cells on each side, right? And my boy's there from my neighborhood, right? And his bunk was right up against the ramp. And there was some J-Cat there, right? I don't know where he was from, man. And I hear my homeboy, just put your hand right there. Just put your hand right there, right? Oh, no, he was sleeping on the bunk. My homeboy was in the cell. He was walking down the ramp. He's like, just put your hand right there. You want the sopa, right? You want the sopa? And I look at my boy. I said, what are you doing? He goes, watch. That dude, he was making that dude put his hand out and he was stomping as hard as he can with the state boot for sopas. And I was like, oh, this shit is crazy over here, right? I just got there to Carl Holton. I was like, oh, no, they be stomping each other's hands over here. That's how bad it was. There was a lot of white. I'm going to do a video on certain white guys. I said it today on certain things that I seen. It's crazy. Benji, I heard about it. I ain't see it, bro. I don't care. I don't care about that, man. I used to pack a burner to the 6th grade. Yeah, that's crazy. He says, I bet you never did butt naked booty scoots on the yard.
Hell
I bet
nah.
I did, man. I've heard about them though, but I ain't never did them.
Fuck
I never
that.
did wormy dogs either. Anyways, guys, with that being said, man, we actually went longer than we intended, but it was a great conversation. And if you guys want to watch the rerun, man, make sure you go on mine or Dub's page. It will stay up. We appreciate all the love. Thank you guys for all the support. And we're out. Thank you guys.
Good night, you guys.